Hello, everybody, and welcome into the final series of the Summerfest USA Tour here at the New Steve Henry Show. It is our fifth and final series, and we are going on a road trip. Yeah, it's back to school. You know how it goes. Get everybody in the car. This is a last-minute effort. We're going on a road trip, baby. Where are we going? Well, we're going to the Grand Canyon. That's always fun, but we got to stop and eat. But do you remember those days? Look at this Grand Canyon. Look at this grill. Look at this Chipotle. Yes, we're going to do Chipotle. You know, Chipotle is actually in Flagstaff. It's about 85 miles northwest of our destination. We have to stop and eat. You know the kids in the back seat? Remember that with Dad smoking and all that good stuff? Yeah, we're going to stop at a Chipotle. Now, Chipotle is an interesting place. We're going to learn a little bit about Chipotle today, as well as the Grand Canyon. They are rolling out something called a digital kitchen. Say that with me, digital kitchen. It is literally a place where you don't drive up. You drive up, you don't walk up, yeah, you walk up. You don't dine in, that's what you don't do. You don't dine in. You actually walk up or you drive up. It is a commercial-free digital kitchen where there is no patrons inside. Literally a first of its kind for a casual dining experience. Chipotle, a guy named Steve, went to the Academy, New York there. He was going to find a fine dining restaurant and get that started. He actually ended up operating a burrito, or opening up a burrito place in Colorado, and by God, that took off, and here we are at Chipotle. He said, the hell with the fine dining, I'm going to make burritos the rest of my life. Well, he got into a little trouble in 18. We all know that, the E. coli scare. New management took over, and they are on fire, loved ones. Like I said, the digital kitchen concept, we have literally built the protocol, or a replica of that. You look at my set. Remember last, well, let's go back. Let's peel back five weeks. We started with vegetables and fruit, part one. Part two, what's a summertime without a state fair? We went to the state fair. What is summertime without the beach? We went to the beach. Last week, we went to Disneyland. And this week, we're going to the Grand Canyon. So we've had a great summer, I think, all of us together, enjoying a tour. But we've had this prop. I literally have transformed this prop like 5 different times. But now it is in its final resting place. It'll be the last time you see this prop in plywood. But the drive-through experience is lively and well. Now, the road trip is always fun. I remember the road trip. It was the 70s, it was the 80s. Dad literally would get us family in the car, yeah, the old wagon, put us in the car, and you know what he would do? He would crack that window about an inch, maybe not even that much, and he would start smoking away, chain smoking. I'm serious, billowing clouds of secondhand smoke just permeated through that car. My sister and I literally just died. It went something like this. And we are back. Wasn't that cool? That's kind of how it went for me. I don't know if that was your experience or not, but that's how it was for me. It was tough. Yeah, these 5 or 6 hour excursions with Dad, and I'm not kidding you, that was a pretty good revelation of what happened, or testimony to what happened. Literally, we would just die in the back seat of that car. But we always ask that question, when are we going to eat, Dad, or where? And nowadays, we have options everywhere. But as we meander our trip through the Arizona, state of Arizona, which is a beautiful state, by the way, lived there 5 years. I'm one of those guys like Titus, who are not like Titus, or Patricia, or somebody like that. 5 years, either you make it and you go the distance, or you don't. You know, those 114 degree days, those are cool. You know, the sun's out, everything's okay, but those nights, baby, those nights. Yeah, when it's still 105 at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock at night, a little rough to handle. 5 of those, and I was out. So here we are in Albuquerque, New Mexico. But anyways, this is also a food show. We give stuff away. There's a lot of people in the comment section this week. Thank you for opening up your emails and letting me know who went to the Grand Canyon, who's been there, who's not been there, because we are a show that gives, we're a cooking show, but we're also a show that gives away a lot of stuff. We're going to give away some stuff right this moment as the spinner sits to the left of me here. We asked the question, have you ever been to the Grand Canyon? Now, just like Disneyland, a lot of you have not been to the Grand Canyon. Surprisingly so. There's people in Arizona that live there that have never been there. A couple of you I read. That's kind of interesting. I won't mention your name. We're going to come over here to the spin because we do spin and we do give away. These are people in the spinner, loved ones, that have never been to Disneyland. What are they going to win? Well, I feel bad for them. Maybe this will help them get there. We're going to just pull out a few names right here, and it's going to be worth $100 right off the bat here. This person has never been, of course she's never been to the Grand Canyon. She lives in Canada. That's Michelle H. Give it up for her. She is the first winner of the $100 spin who's never been to the Grand Canyon, and that's good. Michelle, I'm glad you're probably hopefully going to go there someday, and hopefully maybe we pick you up and we take you there. David Leon is another one that's never been to the Grand Canyon. He is going to be the recipient of a nice $100 bill. Morgan Lay, welcome back. I don't know if you're on a camping trip this weekend, Morgan. I think I read somewhere, but you are a recipient winner of the Grand Canyon Not Tour. And the last one, Alicia Peters. Man, Alicia, you only live right down the street from me, Alicia. You've never been to the Grand Canyon. That's crazy. 4 people never been to the Grand Canyon. Congratulations. Those are the first $100 winners there. We also have Lucky the Unlucky Rooster. He and I had a long talk this week about the jackpot situation. Now, the jackpot situation, we are still looking to spin. If we don't do a jackpot this week, Lucky is gone. We are going to get JB, who is sitting out there in the chair. Do you have a picture of JB ready? JB is ready. You see that? That is a picture of a dog ready to jump into action and jump and get this this I call it a crackpot. Oh, this jackpot, crackpot. There are literally 6 names on this jackpot. We have Ulysses, we have Sean Withrop, we have Kaylin, we have Diver Mac, we have Donna Grote is on there. That's a nice one. That's a brand new person. And Aurelia Herrera is on there. Those are names that I picked off the wall that go onto the jackpot. How much is the jackpot worth? Well, it depends what I feel like when I'm sitting there writing a check on Monday morning. Oh, see how close, look at how close we are to a jackpot. One of those 6 people will win a jackpot. 2 weeks ago, we had 4 people out of 6 win jackpots. It's crazy. All right, it is a cooking show. What are we doing today? Well, it is Chipotle, the Chipotle Lane, loved ones. This is a brand new rollout for them, the digital kitchen. They are trying something new, and I think it's a smart move. After the COVID thing, they don't want people in their dining room, so they're building these plexes without patrons, and you can literally drive up or walk up to this window. Look at the window there, the plexiglass. That's pretty cool, is it not? The whole ensemble here took us a little time to make. This rooster. All right, one more time here. See how JB better be getting warmed up, because I'm telling you, this thing is gone. Anyways, we are doing the Grand Canyon. That is a super bowl. The Chipotle experience has their bowls, their tacos, and their burritos. We're going to do the Grand Canyon. It starts with something like this. This is a huge tortilla. It doesn't get much bigger than this. You can see that. Oh, and one of those cameras. What do you fill it with? Well, you fill it with whatever Chipotle offers. My only gripe with Chipotle is, yeah, they've got the same ingredients they've had ever since they've opened the doors. Now, they might have changed a couple entrees here and there, but pretty much it's the same thing. You get the old press, pss, 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 and what would you like on your burrito or your bowl, whatever you want. All right, well, we're going to start with, I want pinto. Okay, we're going to do some pinto. So we do the pinto, and this is just a nice rendition of pinto. Oh, I want black bean too. Black bean it is. Okay, we'll do a little black bean. And you want some rice? Well, we have brown rice and white rice. White rice it is. Okay, so the white rice goes on, and you can see the white rice hamper in here. That's just nice and sticky with a little cilantro. Oh my goodness. Not much in the cooking. You guys are kind of getting robbed these last 5 weeks. Normally, we take the whole premise of the show, if you're new, is we take an entree and we glorify it, we wow it. We're just having fun doing these summer fest things. But we get back on track next week. It is National Filet Mignon Day, and ooh, what can we do with filet mignon? You can only imagine. So anyways, what else? What else? You want some corn, roasted corn? That's roasted corn with that poblano chili. You want what? What's that? Oh, carnitas. Yes. Oh my God. Now, what is carnitas? It is a pork shoulder that has been basically simmered in the crock pot. Why the shoulder? Well, the shoulder gives you different color. It gives you the white and the red. It also gives you a fat content that's absolutely awesome. And when that reduces in the crock pot, it just makes for a beautiful rendition. And then, I'm sorry, what was that? Oh, you wanted the salsa? Okay, the salsa. So you can get a little salsa, and what's that? A guacamole? Sure, we can do guacamole. Extra cheese, some guacamole. And what was that? Oh, sour cream too? Absolutely, some sour cream. And so here's what you have. This is called the Grand Canyon, loved ones. This is actually a 1725 dish that they're rolling out. It is a huge flour tortilla with your carnitas and all your trimmings in there. Now, what does this go good with? Well, yes, It goes good with roasted chilies. Now, how do you roast chilies? Well, if you've been anywhere in the Southwest, it is our time. There's like salmon in the California season. There's crab in the Northwest. We have something called chili here in New Mexico. We start with in any grocery store that you come out of, you're going to see something like this. This is our spinner, our weekly spinner. Don't despair. It's going to be okay. We're going to go ahead and yeah, you lighten it up, baby. That rooster ought to say, I'm going to get that rooster. So what happens here is it basically goes around and we spin and we spin and we roast our chilies like this. This is, you'll see if you come into a supermarket of any kind or a market, you're going to see the spinner rotate the chilies like so. And as they go around, and then you get that smell. It was that smell that you used to have when that stuff was illegal. It kind of smells very similar to the same thing. But anyways, you get the idea. What happens here is this chili just gets roasted nicely. Now, what do you do with this chili once it's all roasted? Oh my God, you just pull out something here and you pull out one of the best roasted chilies ever. Let's go ahead and do that. And I'm going to show you from there what we do. And take that and how we refine that. For those of you that don't live in the Southwest, that is how the chilies are roasted. If you were to buy chili somewhere, they're in that container. They spun around, obviously, on a mechanical type of apparatus. But they nonetheless come out looking like this. This is a roasted chili. This is what we all go goo-goo gaga for. Oh, all right. Rooster, you are one dead duck. One more time, and one more time, and one more time. Somebody give me a jackpot. I don't care what that's, if that's not ringing, that's still a jackpot to me. All right, one of you 6 has just won a big jackpot. We're going to continue on, and hopefully all 6 of you win a jackpot. But to me, even though the bell isn't ringing, the battery must be dead in that, or the rooster did some kind of sabotage here, because I'll tell you what, that is a jackpot in my book. Get that in the camera so we're not lying to anybody. That is a jackpot, baby! And congratulations to one of the 6 people as we're going to continue to spin. Now that we know we don't have sound, that's okay. We are going to continue. Oh, that was a close one, too. Come on, everybody. One of these 6 people. Will you give it up for one of these 6 people? Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay. All right, we'll continue. But the chili gets scraped. So you basically get the chili roasted, and the objective of the roasted chili is to get the skin to a point where it's blanched, sort of, okay? It's got the flavor in there, and you take, and this one is kind of not peeling. It's a little old. I did this about an hour ago. But you get the idea. That skin comes off just so nice like that as you peel it apart, and you basically shave that skin right off there. Now, people literally take bags, gunny sack bags of this home with them and freeze it. They'll freeze this chili and they'll have it for a green chili stew in perhaps the middle of December or something of that nature. Cut off the cap. You want to make sure the seeds are discarded. This is what they call capsation temperature, loved ones. Capsation. Capsation is that tingling on your tongue that you get. It's not a temperature like, wow, that's hot, Fahrenheit. No, it is a capsation where it stings your mouth. This is a pretty hot one, but nonetheless, you'll see, basically you skirt it out, you open it up, and you get the seeds open like that, and you could do a lot with this. But what we're going to do, I promised you what we're going to do with this. We're going to basically just chop this green chili up, and we're going to display this on top of our Grand Canyon. Ooh, baby. Now, for those of you that like a little spice, that is what you're going to end up with. And this is our Grand Canyon Vendure. Ooh, look at that. I'm going to spin that around so everybody gets a shot of that. That is our Grand Canyon, or if you were to go to Chipotle after you died and went to heaven over the cigarette inhalation from Dad's car. Now, I make a joke of that, but that's how it was for me and my sister. Literally, we were in the back seat. Literally, I wish we had a gas mask back then, but that's how it was. A road trip, when we went on a road trip, it was, oh my God, let's get us there. But we got to eat first. Where do we eat? Well, the good news is there are plenty of places along the road. So that is the Grand Canyon, beautifully done. Now, I'm going to show you the burrito. That is the second entree that Chipotle puts forth and does a pretty good job. They too will put that in the press. We don't do the press. We do something a little different. And again, if you ever do something in your backyard for a show or a party. You can have a Chipotle party. Remember, this show is about wowing the people whom of which you invite over to your house for a meal. And you could take any one of these concepts that we had, the beach, that was great, the State Fair, Disneyland, and you could build a prop like this and have 20 people over in your backyard and just have the time of your life with the type of food and ambiance that this presents. So the whole idea of the show is to do just that, is to give you an open idea of how you can wow your people. And that's the whole objective as we move forward here. Oh my, that should be worth. I'm going to give another jackpot away. That's a cherry and 2 hearts. That's a jackpot. That's right. Does everybody agree? David Leon, Les Salvador, Jesse Taylor, Emily Gott, Del Maverick, NASCAR fan, my buddy Randy, Josani, all you guys right there. Donna Groats there you go. Raina, Desiree Herrera. Good to see you, Desiree. I know I'm looking away here. So what we do here is we do not press our burritos. You know when you go to a Chipotle and they put it in the press there, and the unlikely suspect there, hey, how was your day? You know, pretty lame. How was your day? We're going to show you exactly how we do it. We're going to put it over an open flame. That's right. We take our tortilla and we just put it over an open flame just a little bit, so it doesn't press into the heat. Basically, what it does, it warms itself on the burners and it gives it a flavor. These flour tortillas can be a little bland. There's nothing to them, just a little flour, right? I've never made one, but I mean, there's not that much to them. So you just put a little heat to the tortilla itself. I can smell that. Oh man, I can smell it. And again, what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and just make yourself a burrito. The same way, would you like a little black bean, sir or madam? A little pinto? Pinto, you said no black bean? Okay, just a little pinto. All right, so we're going to start with a little pinto. You missed the peppers last time, bro. Oh yeah, I did. Okay, so here's some peppers. You want peppers? Yeah, oh, I love them peppers. So you got to put those peppers on there. Yeah, the rice. I prefer that white rice over the brown for sure. So we'll do some white rice, only because that's all I have. I don't have brown rice today. I didn't want to do brown rice. Okay, so we got some white rice. We have that carnitas again, and a carnitas again is that shoulder of pork that we just, lovely, ever so lightly do in that crock pot overnight. Lots of cheese, you said? Okay, lots of cheese. And nothing else? We'll put the rest on the top. Okay, super. So now we're going to roll that bad boy. Now to roll a burrito, it's kind of like rolling a cigar. Those women in Casablanca or Shanghai, they know what to do. Take both ends, fold it in like that, tuck it in, and it's amazing how they do it there, because you wonder, how are they going to roll that all the way tight? Well, there it is. There's a nice tight burrito. And again, I'm going to show that to you. That is how you would, and you want that topped? No corn, nothing like that. Just the sour cream. All right, a little sour cream will do you. We can dap that with a little sour cream and a little guacamole. Okay, no salsa, just sour cream and guacamole. Okay, well, that's it. That's all you want. All right, and off it goes, and there you have it. So there is your, now I could get real fancy and put chopped olives on there and all kinds of stuff, but that's not what Chipotle does. They literally are a place of kind of blandness. Okay, jackpot number 2. The other way you make a little money on this show is you go and you say, Steve, I'm here. Just comment in the comment section that, hey, I'm here. And what we do there, Shanna Bodana, that's the mother of Miss Molly Gibson. What she does, she puts all those names into the spinner. And by 4:20, which is coming up, you got about 2 minutes left to do that. We put all the names in there and we spin, and I'm going to spin today for a lot. I'm just going to sit here, as I say this every week, till 7 o'clock at night, spinning for $50 bills. And that's what we give away. I know it's not a lot, but it is a little something. Hopefully we'll put some gas in your tank or a little food on the table. But this is your burrito, and this is your Grand Canyon, also known as your bowl. And again, loved ones, if you were to serve this out at a party, I guarantee you, your guests, when they're goodbye everybody, getting in your car and they're driving home, they're gonna look to one another and say, wow, that was pretty amazing. And that's what we try to do here. We just try to bring a little, take contemporary or ordinary, and we try to exceed the expectations. You can do all this. It's not that expensive, and it is just a fun tour when you're able to present this to somebody. All right, we have a lot of birthdays. We have a lot of stuff going on too, by the way, that this show is known for. How do you participate? How do you get a check? There are still people, when I go to write that check out on Monday, I don't know your name, I don't know your address. I might know part of your name, but you've got to go to the new SteveHenryShow.com. You got to subscribe, and you got to put in some information, name, address, and that sort of thing. That way we know how to get to you. We don't have to rely on a pigeon or a rooster. And by the way, yeah, JB is going to be ready next week. Literally, I don't know how I'm going to prop him up, but JB will be on the set next week live in the studio, because I have just literally fired the rooster. Yeah, get a good shot of, okay, no noise. Bing, 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 bing. There's 3 hearts. So we have 3 jackpots. So we have, look at that, get a good picture of that. 3 jackpots right here, right now. Those are 3 hearts. And that is going to be 3 jackpots that we've given away, and I'm so glad. That spinner is due any moment. We're going to go ahead and grab that. We're going to spin for an endless amount of $50 bills, and we're going to carousel this ensemble here. That is your bowl and your, thank you so much. And the spinner has arrived. Okay, great. We love this one because this one here can go on forever. That is going to be the spin that we spin, spin, spin. How do you get your Grand Canyon? Well, you just take a large tortilla shell, you submerge that into some hot oil with a ladle, put that ladle in there, and that ladle acts as a cup and just kind of brings up the surfaces of the outside of your shell, and you have yourself a nice shell. That is how you do that. That's called the Grand Canyon, and of course the burrito. So see how easy that is? That's really kind of cool. And the set here, you know, you can walk up, you can drive up. I'm here to serve you. It's kind of cool, isn't it? All right, $50. Now, we're going to sit here and do this for a while. Loved ones, what this is, if you're new to the show, this is a $50 spin in which we just endless, one day, by the way, if I'm feeling a little giddy today and excited, have you looked at our subscriber number? Coming on to the show this afternoon about 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago, just before I got live, I went and I looked, and we have exceeded the 10,000 mark on our subscriber base. Where are all these people coming from? Yeah, we had like 5,000, what, a month ago or 2 months ago? They're coming from all over the world, actually, but it doesn't interfere in any way, shape, or form with our community. It's a separate community of its own. They will probably never, a few will drift over, but they're going to watch the show, probably not live because their hours are a lot different than ours. In fact, it's probably about 3 o'clock in the morning in a lot of places right now. Of the type of people that have subscribed in that context. So they watch the actual post game. Now you can do that too if you missed the live between 4 and 5 or 4 and 4:30 at about 5 o'clock or shortly there before. We put the live show up as a replay, so you can watch that replay over and over and again. I urge you to do that. I urge you to watch the commercials. That's how we all get paid. But it's starting to happen. As I told you before, that snowball that sits atop of that hill is starting to come down. And this show, because of you, loved ones, has made that happen. That 300 or 400 community that we serve and we have right now is you. It's you, and this is your channel. No matter what happens, it's your channel, and we're able to do these things because of you, and that's what's more important than anything. We love the people abroad, and they're going to watch the show, like I said, in a post-game format, no doubt, and probably not comment and participate a lot, but you are the ones that make this show. And so those are where the numbers are coming from. It's kind of like YouTube's algorithm kicking in, if you will. And it's coming big. Like I said, we've just eclipsed 10,000 subscribers. I think one of our videos last week got 40,000 views. I mean, wow, where did that come from, you know? It's amazing. So it's going to be a two-part. I've done business a long time. I know business pretty well, but it's taken me a long time to figure out how to really do this right. And this is all new to me. It's social media. You know, I'm a 62-year-old man. Something goes wrong with my phone. It's here, kid. You know, my teenagers handle all that stuff for me. So I'm an ep when it comes to social media. I knew nothing about this, but I have a good business sense. And so going after a larger number, the community would take forever for it to get to 10,000. So, you know, there's numbers out there, just where are they? So aside from all that, you loved ones, the ones watching right now are the ones that we will cater to and support 100%. All right, so Donna Grote, you are the first recipient of the $50 giveaway. Give it up for Donna Grote. She comes to us brand new, well, a couple weeks. We call you a newbie, and a newbie spin is pretty good. So crackpot, baby, crackpot, one more time. All right, this rooster's gone. Even though he did 3 today, that's still pretty good. We have Marcy Acosta. I believe, Marcy, you're out there in Tucumcari land. Give it up for Tucumcari. We have a great, speaking of support system, we have such a great support system out there in Tucumcari, thanks to the Hatters and Christian and those out there. Oh, wow, this is really cool. I love this lady. She is... She's a mother to two special needs children here in Albuquerque, and this woman is amazing. I don't know how she puts two boots on the ground every day and does what she does for her family and her kids. It's amazing. Give it up for Carrie. Carrie, you are, yay, Carrie! Wow, what could you do with $50? I could only imagine right now. That's Carrie. And I sold Carrie a car, believe it or not. I think she was 16. I won't tell you how old she is now, but it was many years ago. Her first car, we called it the Jelly Bean. It was, it was like a Yugo. Remember them Yugos? Yeah, them Yugo. Hey, don't tell your friends. Don't tell them I drive a Yugo. We never sold our Yugos to friends, or maybe we did. But anyways, it was a Yugo. It was bright green. We called it the Jelly Bean. Wonder whatever happened to that. Mariah Gonzalez, another fantastic woman. Thank you, Mariah, for your continued support in this show. I know we're running low on time here, but we're going to it here. And let's go on. Nicole Ingram. Nicole, baby! You won recently, too, and that's good. You're a great winner on the show and you're a participant. How do you get your name around here? We have names everywhere on the board. What do these names mean? Well, these names are the people I just spoke of. You, folks, you loved ones. You are the community in which we built, and continue to do so. Tell your friends. Share it with your family. We want a close-knit community, but we want a community. And these names, Super Dud, Lessa, Affy, I mean, all you guys, Minnie, Ninny, and Rolo, and Amelia, and Leslie, and Sandra, and Brad, and Nicole, and Kat, and Becky, and Dagger Mac, and all you people, you are the show. So how do you get your name on that board? Okay, it's a two-step process. You have to open up the Wednesday email. You have to make a comment in that Wednesday email. Look for that email blast right after the video, or right shortly before, or after, somewhere in that time frame. Comment, say, and we'll always pose a question to you, or a hook, as it's called in the marketing world. And that's how you get in. You make that comment. And then Saturday, yeah, we put out another one just to see if you're still alive and you're going to make the show on Saturday. But open your emails, read them, make a comment, watch commercials. That's how you get your name on the board. Now, from there, you get in, and I'm going to start doing it in special places. I've done this about 3 weeks in a row now. I put it on the slot machine here. And the reason for that is I just randomly pick some names off the wall, spin them up, and put them out there. And I put 6 here. I'm going to start putting 6 here, 3 here, 2 there, maybe 1 on there. And you'll have a better chance of winning some money. Now, why do we do this money thing? Well, it's not that I have a lot of money, because I don't. This is basically money. It's starting a business. It's a business. And so that's where this money comes from. Profitable are we? No. Will we ever be? Probably not. And the reason for it is I want to give it all back. So whatever we make, we give it back. That's a simple concept. Who do we give it back to? We give it back to you. How do you get there? Well, you put your name on the board. You open up Wednesday. You do Saturday. You comment. And that's how you get your name around. So in a nutshell, that's how it's done. And one more of these, and that's how that works. Okay, frustrating. All right, so this is coming to an end. I know it's sad. I'm very depressed because this has been fun. We've had 5 weeks of Summer Fest, and basically what we've done there is we've taken something that happened in summertime, and we've gone there, done that, and cooked it. It's been kind of bland in the cooking department. I'm kind of bored, I'll be honest with you, making the burrito and the, that's kind of ho-hum. But we're going to be back next week. We'll tear the prop down. We'll be back with some flashy stuff because we got the best meat of all, that filet mignon. It's National Filet Mignon Week or Day, I'm not sure which, but Saturday we're going to actually take it and we're going to glorify that filet mignon. And I've got 3 or 4 ways I'm going to show you how to do it to where you can do it at home. And that's what we're all about. We show you an entree and we present it, we prepare it, and you can do it at home and just this wow thing. Where does this all come from? It comes from God. For those of you, some believe, some don't, that's okay. But I get my inspiration from Him. That's where all this comes from. I mean, I don't make this stuff up. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. He provides, and it's an amazing thing. And I'm just a messenger. That's all I am. I'm just a messenger, and that's the way it will continue until it's over for Steve Henry. But anyways, I love you all. Thank you for watching this week. We're going to conclude the fest, the Summer Fest. It is the new Steve Henry Show. Don't misspell it. It'll end up with Harvey or the black guy. I'm the white dude, Henry, okay? And not that there's anything wrong with that, but just a lot of people make that mistake. I'm Henry, H-E-N-R-Y, the new SteveHenryShow.com. Go there, register, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and you will be a participant in the show, a board of director, if you will. I love you. I look forward to seeing you all next week. Don't forget to open up your Wednesday blast. It's going to be kind of cool because we got some new stuff coming. I'll love you. I'll see you next week. Thank you for tuning in. And thank you, Chipotle, the Grand Canyon. We didn't talk much about the Grand Canyon. I know it is bigger than the state of Rhode Island. I know that. Love you. See you next week.